Are you looking for an easy saving football manager? By easy, I mean domestically. On the continental front, in terms of the Champions League, etc., it's going to be more of a challenge. But these easier leagues give you a chance to settle into the game. So here we are, as we're going to look at 5 teams you could take over in Football Manager. Make sure you do comment below if you take over any of these teams. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you stumbled across this video. My name is Paul, also known as the Northman, and I thank you for tuning in. So, the first team we're going to look at is in Wales, and it is the New Saints. So if we go to the club, you can see here that the club has £518,000 in the bank. We're doing it in English pounds today. And the club expect you to win the Welsh title. They expect you to win the Welsh Cup, grow the club's reputation, but also be competitive in the Champions League. Supporter-wise, that doesn't change. I actually honestly thought when you click supporter, that changes. Hang on. We go down here to supporters, then it will tell us. So they also expect you to win the league. I feel like it should be on this screen too. Maybe it is on the full version. I'm recording this one day before full release. Now, in terms of financially then, like I say, 518,000 in the bank. I like that now it's shown on this screen. Maybe on the next team it won't show. I still don't understand why sometimes it shows the balance here, sometimes it doesn't. You have a couple of thousand left on your wage budget to spend, which is nice as well. And in terms of facilities, you have below average training facilities and below average youth facilities. That is something you can really improve. Now, they are based in a village which basically borders England and Wales. I think, if I'm not correct. That makes no sense. If I am correct, the stadium is actually based in England. It's a 1,800 capacity, so a very small stadium for this club. If we go to the first team, and let's have a look, see who the best players in the first team are then. So the best player is Danny Redmond, who is a left-back stroke centre mid, and he is really, really talented. When you look at his attributes, he is a good player, no question about that. And then you've also got Nathan Shepherd, who is a goalkeeper, who again is a decent keeper. 6'1", so not the tallest keeper, but he is a decent keeper. Then you've got your under-19s as well. So if we put this into potential, you can see here the best one who starts in the game is Jake Canavan, but he's 21 years old. He doesn't have that much potential. If I go down though, you go all the way down to these people here before you get real people. The rest are regions, because I do click add players to playable teams when I start. But this is a good example of why, actually, because if you don't do that, basically your under-19s are going to have nobody in them. And it is nice to add a bit of depth to your squad. But you only have a first team under-19s, so there's no need to hoard players at this club, because when they come up to the first team, if they're not playing, then you don't want them anymore. In terms of the highest wage earner, it is Adam Wilson, who is on £1,200 a week. He's an attacking midfielder. He's okay. He's not a world beater. I definitely think in terms of being the highest earner, I probably wouldn't be paying him that. Then you've also got Rory Holden, who is 27 years old, who looks like just a very decent central mid who can play out wide as well. But again, is he worth being your highest or second highest earner? Probably not. But all in all, I actually think that TNS could be a very interesting side to take charge of. You're playing in a weaker league, the JD Cymru Premier, just the Welsh Premier League, that's pretty much what we call it. Ranked 106th in Europe, obviously Premier League number 1, Serie A number 2. 106th in Europe. If we go to season preview, you are 10-1 on to win the league title. So I feel like in terms of a save where you can settle in and kind of get to grips with everything, this could be a fun save to do. And taking a Welsh side far in Europe, it could be a really fun journey. We're heading over to Romania for the second club with FCSB Football Club Steaua Bucharest. I think they just call FCSB because Steaua Bucharest in the second tier have the rights to the actual name Steaua Bucharest, I think. I don't know the details, please don't kill me. In terms of about the club then, so founded in 2003 when the split happened. They are a decent club. There's not much information on this though, which I find a bit weird. I would have expected a little bit more. In terms of league history, you can't hover over this, so it's going to be a surprise where they've been finishing. But you can see by the way, they had one random drop down which finished. It's finished somewhere, didn't it? They definitely finished somewhere. But they're here. If you look at the honours, you can see 2015 they won the title, but then 2024, 2025. So back-to-back league titles now, and I think this club could dominate the league without a shadow of a doubt. Financially, 394,000 in the bank. You do have 7,000 a week on the wage budget as well. You do have a little bit of debt you're paying off for 178,000 a month, but you will have Champions League football. So if you can get through to the group stage, that kind of debt isn't even questionable. You're just going to be paying that back without even thinking about it. Facility-wise, you have a 55,500 capacity stadium with great training facilities and great youth facilities. So in terms of club expectations, you're expected to win the league, challenge for the cup, and be competitive in the Super Cup, as well as being competitive in the Champions League. And in terms of what the supporters expect, they expect you to maintain the club's reputation as the best in Romania, play attacking football, entertaining football, finish above RC Rapid, finish above Dynamo Bucharest, finish above Cluj, finish above Craiova, and also win the league. There's a lot of expectations there. Just finish above people. I mean, if you win the league, you're probably going to finish above them. That's one way to look at it without a shadow of a doubt. In terms of the first team, the best player in the first team is Giulio Setotti, who is an Italian. I thought he would be. He looks really talented. He does look really talented. 5,000 a week, valued up to 6 million. 32 years old now. I mean, personally, I'd be looking to cash in on him at that value at that age. He's definitely worth quite a bit for someone that age. You've also got Olaru, who is a Romanian 27-year-old who looks really, really talented. Like, this is the type of player you build your team around. 27 years old, in his prime. I see potential with him. The highest earner at the club is 8,500 a week, is Florian Tanasse, who is French as well. Romanian, okay, I apologise. Again, does look really, really good though. At the age of 30, he's still in his prime. He's only got a year left on his contract, so you could potentially be moving him on in a year's time and freeing up that wage. You could probably look at bringing in a couple of players on that kind of wage. You've got a second team as well, who are full of players. They have a couple of players who have a lot of potential. You've got Staiuan, who is an attacking midfielder, who looks quite nice. Mentally not the best, but that will improve. Physically fantastic, and technically a top player. High value on him already, but I think he could develop into something quite interesting. In terms of under-19s, this guy's a real player. Dankus, who valued up to 2 million. He is a 16-year-old, 6-foot central defender who, again, has a lot of potential. There's some players in this squad. There's some players in this squad where you could end up building something very, very good. Very good and very interesting. Now, the average age of 28 is quite high, but I think you could easily win the league season 1, and then you build from there, don't you, and see exactly where things go. So if we go to match day competitions, open up the league, and open up stages, and then go to season preview, so you are second favourite to 7-2. So it's not going to be a walk in the park, but at the same time, I honestly think you can win it. The only issue you've got, by the looks of it, is the cat-kicking Kurt Zuma is at Cluj, so just make sure you don't have any animals near the pitch, otherwise there could be a few issues. So the next team we're going to look at is Olympiakos, playing in Greece, and a team who has quite a few major honours. 48 top-flight titles, as well as a UEFA Conference League winner in 2024. As you can see, their final title was 2025, so they are the reigning champions. And I think this team has the potential just to go on and walk the league for a few years to come. We can check straight away, competition-wise. The season preview has us at 4-5 odds on to win the league title, which is very nice. In terms of financially for this club, then you start with 14.8 million in the bank, zero debt, and you also have about 50,000 on your wage bill still to spend. So the club's in a good position. You come in and just straight away improve the team even more. 33,500 capacity, all-seater, excellent training facilities, excellent youth facilities. So they're in a really, really good position as well to just continue to build our football manager. Okay, we're back. First team. So, the best player in the first team at the minute is on loan, Podence. Daniel Podence from Wolves is on loan. No, from Al-Shabaab, obviously used to play for Wolves. Really, really talented player. But £99,000 a week. Oh my days. Who's paying that? Who is paying that? How do I work out who is paying the contract? Contract here. Parent club wages, loan club. 38,000. Okay, so they paying 50. You're paying 50,000 a week for Podence. Don't get me wrong, very good player. Would I pay that? Maybe not. Taremi, who is a 32-year-old foreigner from Iran. So you can only have so many foreign players. That is something you need to take into account. But does look a really, really good player. 2 years left on his contract, but at 32, I think he can still do a job. Chiquinho, who is a central attacking defensive midfielder from Portugal, 21,000 a week as well, so not the highest wage for a very talented looking player. You can see the discrepancy there, 99,000 and 47. You've got here El Kabai on 47,000 a week as well. So you have a couple of strikers who are really earning the money. So you probably have to look at playing two up top with Olympiacos. You've got the B team, who do have a lot of depth in the squad. If we're going to the most potential, you've got 20-year-old Mancha, the central defender, who does look really, really good. 6'3" as well, so a lot of height in there. And then under 19s, you've got a goalkeeper here who has 4'4", 5'7". Let's see how good he actually is. Yeah. Go off him, isn't it? Just quickly go back to the club. Go back to the club. Just discuss the fact that I think this could be an interesting one. They were... Did we check the... We did check the league table. The odds on, weren't they? So, I think Olympiacos could be fun. I think the fact that you can only have so many foreign players makes it interesting. Let me know how you think you would do. But I think it could be a bit of fun. 3, 4, 5 seasons with them to see what you can achieve. Can you get close to Champions League glory so you then want to stay for another 2 seasons? We are now over in Hungary with Ferencváros, and we've kicked Robbie Keane out to take charge and show you what you could achieve here. With 72 honours, with 36 top flight titles, 24 Hungarian Cups, they've won the last 7 league titles. I think Ferencváros could be a very, very fun save. A save where you could maybe achieve more than you expect quite quickly. Financially, you start with 8 million in the bank. You are spending too much on your wages at the minute. If we just go and check the recruitment budgets, normally transfer budgets kind of ignore, but you have 4 million there, so you can move that over to get your wage budget right, and maybe there's a couple of players you can move on as well. Facility-wise, you have good training and good youth facilities, and a 22,000 capacity all-seater stadium as well, which is always a bonus. In terms of the first team, yeah, you see straight away there's the issues. So you have 12,000 a week, 12,000 a week, 11,000 a week, 41,500 a week for Naby Keita. The former Liverpool player who's now at Werder Bremen on loan at Ferencváros. And in terms of the contract, loan, you know what I want to click. Loan club. You're paying 20,000 a week. Is he worth 20,000 a week? Let's go back and have a look. Overview. He's a very, very good player. And he's going to be one of, if not the best player in the league. 20,000 a week's a little bit steep. I guess if you move some of your transfer budget over, you could cover him for the year. I guess it depends if you can find someone better for free. If you can't, then I would hold on to him. The best player star rating according to my staff is our goalkeeper, DeBuzzen. Really, really good to be fair. Reflexes 17, handling 16, communications good. He's 6'2", good agility. Now he is getting old. He's 34 with 44 caps. 34, 44. It's all the same, isn't it? Oh dear, getting old. Then you have Gabriel Kanishkowski. I feel like I nailed it. Basically Hungarian at this point. Oh, he's from Israel. Doesn't really help, does he? He's 5'5", attacking midfielder. He has really good work rate and teamwork. Passing of 13, first touch of 11, dribbling 12. He's not a wonder player. And he has a value of up to 2 to 3.2 million. I'd probably look to move him on. That's the type of player I'd look to move on and cash in on. You've got Varga, who is a striker who's actually wanted as well, valued up to 4.5 million. But then 18 heading, 14 finishing, 14 composure, 16 jump reach. Yeah, I wouldn't be moving this guy on. Unless I got offered 4.5 million, you need him. If this is going to be a 3, 4, 5 season save, you might as well keep hold of players like that who are just a step above. But you can see there's quite a few players are wanted, so there is money to be made with this club. You've got the B team here, who does have some potential in there. You've got a 20-year-old attacking mid-stroke striker who does look really, really good. He's lacking the work rate, but that could maybe go up. 6 foot tall, there off the left wing, for example. I like the look of him. You've got this guy here, who's valued at up to 3.1 million. Central midfielder. See, this guy could replace that Israeli. 19-year-old academy player. Under 19s. He is one that my game has added, so you're probably looking, in terms of these stats, this guy here, Golik, a striker, who again, he's not bad, really high determination. So I'd be very interested to see how he would develop as a player because of that determination. So in terms of where you expected then, you are 1 to 4 odds on with Uzbekistan at 14 to 1 behind that Puskas Academy 16 to 1. So you really are favourites to win. And I think it could be a really fun, enjoyable save. Club vision-wise, you expect to be competitive in the Champions League and win the top flight. Supporter-wise, you expect to play attacking, sign high-reputation players, maintain the club's reputation, finish above Debrecen and Lupest, and win the top flight. I think they could be a fun save. So the final one for us to look at is Dynamo Zagreb in Croatia. A team that I think you could have a lot of fun with. They are known for developing insane wonder kids, so you might end up sticking around longer just to see how some of them develop. In terms of the club history, they have just finished in, I think it was 2nd place. That's really bad to see. Let's have a look, shall we? So, you've got 1st Division and 1st Division. Work that out. Yeah, they've just finished runners-up. But I honestly think they'll walk the league this season. Just out of curiosity, we'll check that now. Season preview, yeah, you are 2 to 9 odds on to win the league. So ignore the fact you've just finished runners up, in my opinion. So in terms of the club, then financially, 35 million in the bank with no debt. Then you also have 14k on the wage budget, but I have a feeling they're spending a little bit too high on a couple of players because that wage spending was very high for a club in this division. If we go to the wages, yeah, okay. Ismaili Bentancur, the former Tottenham player, 150. Like that can't be. How much are Dynamo paying? 35. It's still stupidly expensive. He is way too good for this division, but that's insane. That is absolutely insane. You also have, by the way, look at these. You have Luzbisic, who again is absolutely mentally good. Like this play alongside Bentancur, technically season 1 would be insane. I would be looking to send Bentancur back just to get that off the wage bill. You've got your own players. You don't need to be chasing the glory of one of these other players. According to the ability-wise, then Bentancur's the best player, and then you've got Zash, who also is a central attacking mid. So again, you've got players. Your best players are in that position. So you don't need him. And his wage just stands out an absolute mile. You've got your B team. Where are the B team playing? How do I view the B team? I'm going to check. Now, unfortunately, it looks like the B team's not playing in any league, which is a bit upsetting. In terms of potential-wise, though, you've got a right back here at 18 years old, Mishik. And wow. Like, this team's almost convincing me to do a little mini-save with it. The quality is just ridiculous for these type of players. You've got a right winger here at 17 years old, who again just looks like he has potential. Look, and that's the B team. Let's go to the under-19s as well. And the top one is added by adding players, but then you've got 16-year-old central mid who send Bentancur back. Send him back. You don't need him. You don't need him. This is the one. 16 years old. Get him in the first team now. Get him tied down on a proper long-term adult contract. Because, wow. Absolutely insane. This guy about 2.2k a week. Dear me. I mean, he looks okay. He does look okay. But I feel like the game stitched me up there by giving him a contract when they've added him into the game. 100%. I'm so flustered by some of these youngsters. I can't remember if we've looked at this screen, but great training facilities, great youth facilities, 35,000 all-capacity stadium. I'm curious, what did he give us transfer budget? 2.6, okay. Don't think you need it. You're bringing in players from your youth team with this team season 1. It interests me. It interests me to get in there and take over. I did see that when you go down, you've got, for example, the Croatian Cup, the Super Cup. Then you've got the top flight for the under-19s. Now B team is playing in there, which is the league itself. Where they rank 22nd in Europe as well. Okay. This club just looks special, doesn't it? In terms of the club vision, you are expected to win the league and challenge for the cup and reach the Europa League proper. I feel like the Europa League is a competition you can easily compete in season 1. In terms of supporters-wise, you're expected to maintain a reputation, develop players using the youth system, yep, and sign high reputation. You want me to develop players and sign players? Play attacking football, sign Croatian players, finish above Hadjak, get the better of Partizan if we play against them, finish above Rijeka, I've been there, and win the top flight. I'm interested. This is the type of team which makes me then go, this could be a fun save to do. And it looks like they are linked in the game, but other teams are not as well, which means they just have that bit more detail in them. But this is one of the good things about doing this kind of video. You end up getting sucked in yourself to teams you're recommending for save ideas. And I'm looking for something to do on Twitch. Dynamo Zagreb could be that team. Could be a lot of fun to bring through the youngsters, succeed in the league, get into European competitions, and just see what you can achieve. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do any of these teams appeal to you like they've appealed to me?